Presented by
Island Cancer Center.
With Christmas in full swing and children around the island anxious to open their presents tonight and tomorrow, parents should keep these tips in mind when it comes to toy safety. According to Department of Public Health and Social Services health educator Francis Epris, gift givers need to learn to read labels when buying toys for little ones.
We need to remember if the toys that you're buying is the interest of your child or appropriate for them, if this is the kind of toy that they usually play with, like if they're fond of cars, things like that. So you need to learn all of this kind of stuff. And the other thing is that what skill level. So there are different kind of toys appropriate for each age, their skill level and interest.
Toys should always be free of choking hazards.
There should be no magnets, any small marbles or whatsoever that could possibly make them choke, things like that. So we kind of look into, especially if you're buying toys that need some assembly, things like that, assembly set that needs, be sure that there no anything that will be causing for any choking hazards, things like that. And once you buy this toy and once you give it to your child or to any of your grandkids or your godchildren, always remember to remove the package, things like that. And there should be no wrapper, because these are things that sometimes when you give it to them and you forgot, these are some choking hazards that we try to prevent in buying these toys.
For older children who will be receiving bicycles and skateboards, parents must ensure their children are also equipped with the accompanying safety gear.
Once you buy this skateboards, rollerblades, and everything, they should have the proper helmet, the proper knee pads, and elbow pads to go with it.
Often, Epris admits parents can get so excited to gift their children that they may overlook some of these hazards.
Sometimes when we buy toys, it's because I didn't have this when I was a kid. I never had this when I was a child. So sometimes it's always like, but sometimes they overlook.
Above all safety tips, Epris says proper adult supervision is paramount.
But the most important thing is that whenever you give a toy to a child, the other most important part is that there should be a close supervision. You should always be there whenever you play with your child, play with your nieces, nephews, or grandkids, or advise the mom, or once they have this toy, that they should be closely supervised. There's a difference between having the child, you and the child in the same room. Doesn't mean that's close supervision. Close supervision is being able to see, or the child should be within your reach, so that if there's anything that something went wrong, things like, there's always you who are there to correct it or to remove it. Because always remember, these are children and they still need so close supervision.
And when playtime is over, toys should always be properly stored. With this week's Health Check report, I'm Crystal Paco.
Health Check is presented by
Island Cancer Center.